let's get it started. We have another great event, Marketplace Circle today. And we look forward to share right now lots of interesting solutions, lots of interesting ideas and feedback. Again, let's take the formalities off. This is Marketplace Circle. This is the initiative that we're running globally with all our partners. And before I see right now, lots of partners are still joining and our employees are still joining. I would like to welcome everyone to this event, to this online event, to share the experience, on how do you see our marketplace, what additional extensions we would like to implement, you would like us to implement. And today we're going to talk about some solutions, new solutions in our marketplace that are helping our clients and helping our partners globally to bring Creatio to in a bit different shape and a better shape to our customers' ecosystem. As you know, we have different types of our partner circles. We have marketing and sales circle, customer success circle, marketplace circle, where we discuss the most wanted popular applications. And soon we are launching in July developer partner circle, because we receive lots of requests. Hey, we're doing lots of business tracks, how to build great joint marketing, how to close deals better, how to convert leads better, how to take care of clients. But we never spoke about the developer side, technical side. So we're launching right now a new series in July with the developers to run smooth new trainings and best practices sharing among the technical teams. Today we have Marketplace Circle, a partner-only global initiative, but we also have our salespeople, Creatio salespeople and channels to join this event and give us the feedback and exchange the best practices of making our clients happy and implementing our solutions with the extensions. If you got any ideas, any suggestions, or you have a great solution that you would like to promote during our next Marketplace Circle, please reach out to Kate Delgado, Head of Technology and Alliances at Creatio, and she'll be glad to invite you to our next session so you can show your connector, your app, or something cool to all our community. I see we have already lots of partners in the room, so I suggest to get it started. And first of all, I would like to start our event today with another message to say thank you for coming to our Miami event. I would really appreciate if you can just text something in chat if you attended it and how was it for you. For me, it was like already a year ago, though it was literally like last month. But it was great to see you all at the event. It was great to enjoy this couple of days together in beautiful Miami. And you see a couple of photos. And yeah, just really would appreciate if you can just share your experience in chat. Our team will be great to hear your feedback. Lots of requests were coming about, can you share with us the materials from the event? Right now, we're fully ready. You see right now this QR code. Get your phones in your hands, get access to these materials today, and yeah, and use these presentations for your clients and prospects. What's happening with us next week? June 13th, we're flying to Warsaw, to Poland, and we're going to have another great no-code day in Europe. Warsaw is a very welcoming city for us. Last time, if you remember, we were completely all packed. People were standing in the corner just to get into the room. This year, we believe the same. We're going to have more capacity in our new hotel. We're going to be having it in, and lots of expo zones will be available. Please don't forget, if you're in Europe, get a ticket. Let's meet in Warsaw, and let's meet together. But today, I want you to meet some other partners, new ISV partners who join our marketplace community. Some of them recently, some of them not, but still, I really would like to introduce today Sandbox Banking, Kelsey and Blair. Kelsey, Blair, please say hi and quickly introduce yourself.
Hi, nice to be with everybody today. I'm Kelsey Say. I'm our VP of Partnerships at Sandbox Banking.
Hi,
Blair, are you with us?
I'm Blair. Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Blair Maury. I head up our relations directly with partners and with financial institutions here at Sandbox, and I'm excited to work with you guys.
Thank you, Blair. We also have a company, Cooby, CEO Wen Shou and Natalie Steiner for Product Marketing Manager.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Natalie. I'm the Product Marketing Manager here at Cooby. Very excited to also be kickstarting the partnership with Creatio.
Wen, are you with us?
Hi. Hi guys. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Welcome to our Marketplace Circle.
Hi guys. Yeah, it's great. It's an honor to be here to present our solution to everybody. So looking forward to our chat.
Excellent. Thank you. We also have Intelligence today with us on Marketplace Circle. We have Juan and Joshua. Juan, where are you joining us from today? Joshua.
Hey, everybody. It's great to be with you. Excited about the partnership with Creatio and bringing our sales process solution to everybody. We're headquartered in Miami, so I miss all the Creatio community in Miami already.
We're coming back next year, potentially again. Like in this song, let's do it again. All right, we have Joshua, Chief Revenue Officer as well.
Good to meet everybody. Good to meet everybody. Had a great time in Florida last month as well. So looking forward to presenting our solution to partners and Creatio.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. All right, so the order will be the following. First, I'll pass the floor to Sandbox Banking. Then I'm going to work with Cooby, and then we'll pass it to Intelligence. So, but I'm happy to kick off our first speaker, our new strategic US ISV partner, Sandbox Banking. This is a vendor of a low-code integration platform called Glyue, and they're helping banks and credit unions to connect their fintech products with existing systems. The partnership with Creatio and Solution Banking will literally revolutionize customer experience to integrate Creatio with the core banking platform through the Sandbox Banking. Kelsey, I'll pass the floor to you so we can do an introduction of your company and talk more about your solution and how our clients and our partners can utilize it for their projects and clients in the financial industry. Kelsey, the floor is yours.
Very good. Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Alex. So at Sandbox Banking, we are really on a mission to democratize the digital transformation in the financial industry. And so our platform, Glyue, helps financial service organizations innovate faster by making it easier to connect applications and data to their unique tech stack. Sandbox Banking, we work with some of the top 100 banks and credit unions in the US. And so when looking at assets under management, those are companies like Barclays and United Bank and Washington Federal. And several of our customers partner with us as they look to rise in the ranks of what they can offer to their account holders and as they look to grow their businesses. So we partner with select strategic organizations like Creatio and nCino and Five9, Meridian Link, Plaid, DocuSign, as we work with those financial institutions to enhance their data orchestration journey. Now, you're going to hear me reference data orchestration a few times, and that's because that's exactly what we do. So we ingest close to 7.2 million API calls every month as we read and write data real time or in bulk to their banking core or additional connectors. And we have more than 268 system integrations and connections that these banks and credit unions leverage to reduce their net new development time by more than 80%. So we are really proud of that time savings. And when you look at how banks and credit unions are spending their time on digital transformation, that's really key. So as banks are looking towards the future, they're looking at how their account holders interact with them. And more than 50% of their customers are on mobile or web devices. And so institutions are really looking to re-architect the flow of the account holder data across the plethora of systems to get to that sort of 30,000-foot view of their customers. But they face this looming challenge in its integration. So more than 85% of chief information officers report that integrations actually slow their digital transformation journey. So we developed Glyue, and Glyue is an integration as a service platform that really connects the core systems to a bank's infrastructure, like account opening or the banking core, the CRM, the call center, loan booking, and it orchestrates the data between these essential systems, real time or in bulk. So here's a better look at how Glyue can connect systems under a single financial institution's roof. By leveraging Glyue, the financial institution can securely integrate innovative fintech solutions into their infrastructure, offering a really seamless and integrated experience for their customers. Our integration platform also helps our fintech partners accelerate their sales to financial institutions and provide a really cohesive customer experience. So we're going to switch gears a little bit as we talk about this slide, and we really talk about who Glyue is built for. And so there are a whole host of cuts of banking systems and sort of platforms and areas that we can look into. However, our specific platform is really built for and optimized for retail banking clients and their platforms that support retail banking customers. So drilling down one level further, the community banks that sit in the $1 to $20 billion asset band or assets under management, or are larger and are just embarking in the midst of their digital transformation journey. And so data orchestration, of course, is going to play a phenomenally large role in that. Now, going back to what we talked about on the first slide and looking at our client list, we work with many of the top 100 banks, and they're going to sit in that large tier 1 section. And so those $20 billion plus tier 1 category, they're also looking for a system integration platform that can really scale with them. And so that's where our iPass offering actually comes into play. Now, it's important that we call out credit unions in a separate vein here. So our solution offering is also optimized for credit unions that sit upmarket in the 500 million plus asset under management. So we find that they're really championing the digital transformation initiatives. And so credit unions like WeCU, you saw their logo on the first slide, they bring us in to leverage our network of pre-built adapters. And speaking of adapters, let's talk a little bit about some of the market sectors within financial institutions and banking that we work with. So there are many facets that go into banking infrastructure and the systems that specialize in each. So our major focus at Sandbox Banking is to ensure that we have a really robust network of core banking adapters. And so we work with top core banking platforms in the US for banks, think, Fiserv, Jack Henry, Finastra, and FIS. And we also have pre-built adapters across data and analytics, with key players like AWS, Snowflake, and Oracle. In the account holder experience, we've got Creatio, of course, which we're really excited to kick off this partnership, Five9, Q2, DocuSign. We also work with loan origination systems like nCino and Meridian Link. In the Know Your Customer space, we work with and are compatible with Plaid and Alloy. And so we also work in, payments and deposits and compliance. So we've got adapters across all of these systems. I am cognizant that this is a lot of information to take in, and I believe we'll be sharing this deck after the call. But the takeaway here is that, we are working with more than 90 financial institutions, and we've built our network of more than built our network of adapters with more than 268 system integrations, really making it easier for these banks and credit unions to connect their tech stacks. So I want to talk a little bit about how Glyue is accelerating digital transformation for banks and credit unions with Creatio specifically. We talked earlier about how more than 85% of the CIOs said the integration challenges were negatively impacting their digital transformation initiatives. And by enabling integrations like Glyue and Creatio, more than half of the CIOs are reporting that they have increased customer engagement, enhanced visibility into their operations, and their ability to innovate is really just being unlocked. So at this point, I'm going to go to the next slide and actually introduce my colleague, Blair Mari. He introduced himself at the top of this call. He is the dedicated Creatio partner sales rep. And so he's going to talk a little bit about some of those specific use cases.
Thanks, Kelsey. So what I want to do really quickly is I sort of set the table as we go a little deeper here, is specifically talk about US banking as sort of a unique challenge. And I know those partners that have worked in this space know it's a little different than working with a construction company, a travel company, anything else. And it's because the banks in the US are built around architectures that were sometimes designed in the 80s and 90s and aren't as open as we'd like them to be. So the challenge that you find when you start working with a financial institution is for all the things you want to do, you get hung up around that core. Kelsey showed you on that slide earlier how our integration hubs around those cores. My background, so that you kind of understand, is in core banking, which is before I came here, what I did for years. And the real challenge that I'm sure you're finding and we're finding as we work with integration partners is, implementation partners, is that integration to the core is the thing that hubs everything and it slows everything up. So the first key point of our platform is we put a single point into the core that facilitates this data flows that Kelsey was talking about. Glyue then enables a world of both real-time and bulk data management through the same platform. So once we've established that connectivity into the core, and you know when you're working with a financial institution, every piece of success that you would like to see happen within that Creatio workflow hinges on validation from a core or information pushing to a core. And what we're able to do is create a world for you where that core connectivity, that core validation happens, that information pushes back to whatever system of record the financial institution is using, and then we get a coordinated workflow in with Creatio to flow into their workflows. So again, facilitating data, moving both ways, and then making those systems work as effectively as possible and maximizing the push onto Creatio, all of which hubs from these banking cores. And that's the key to the platform itself. If you want to move me to the next slide there, Kelsey, please. And so that's, not setting it up. That's what I want to just have us review here again. Glyue sits as the center of the universe and opens up whatever you want to do. And so this is what I think is interesting. When you start to talk about workflows within Creatio, if you're talking in a competitive situation against a Salesforce or somebody else, and they mention things like call center integration or loan system integration, you're literally at table stakes saying, I've made these two systems tell each other what they do. But with our platform and what we can do in a call center environment, we can transfer money, we can give loan status updates, we can give access to cards, whatever it is we do, and then are able to push out to Creatio and into your workflows an interaction with a customer or member that may have 5 or 6 different interactions, which are then going to trigger the workflows that make Creatio even a more effective solution for the customer. So if you'll go to the next slide here for me, I want to talk quickly about one of our partners, First United Bank. And this actually, full disclosure, the partnership with First United is what sort of snowballed us into this overall partnership. And it was a fantastic opportunity. They came to us for assistance in the integration with Creatio. We created workflows within their platform that allowed, the facilitation of all the great things that the Creatio implementation partners were doing. And we've actually gone now so far as with their core, there are trigger events that happen within their core that are automated. We're actually co-developing with this bank right now activation triggers that are going into Workforce, which is a product that, they themselves wanted to innovate. So we've enabled a better workflow Creatio. We've also enabled these financial institutions to innovate themselves. It's been a fantastic partner. You may have seen Eric in one of his sessions, if you were in Miami, talking with Chris Bladen, who is our partner at First United. We actually have been part of that conversation, for months now. So you'll pop me ahead. And so, just kind of a quick overview of Glyue, just so that just to kind of give you a visual. Again, it sits behind the scenes, enables functionality in whatever system the institution is working on. So, for example, if they're working in the call center, that information pushes to the Creatio workflow. If they're working in Creatio and we need that validated information to come from the core, we can bring that into Creatio. And then on the financial institution side, there's an administrative platform that they can see behind the scenes. They can look at what's running, how's it running, and it actually is a platform. They can do their own innovation, their own development in there, or we can be involved in the process of mapping and developing with them. So, pop me. And so within, as I mentioned, there is a builder app that's in there that we can help them to manage. They can build it themselves, but it gives you direct mappings and innovations workflows that are within there. One thing to keep in mind is that for these templates, every single financial institution has unique, workflows around loans, around state regulations, things like that. Glyue gives you that ability to take that template, automated version of the adapter and particularize it and localize it depending on the financial institution. So it gives us both the ability to do it and the developers, if they have them in there, to do that themselves.
Blair, sorry to interrupt. We have 3 minutes. So just Kelsey, Blair, 3 minutes. Thank you.
You want to just skip ahead? obviously we're available to show you this more and to talk about the financial institutions, how they could benefit from this. So I'm just gonna skip ahead and sort of get a quick wrap up. Kelsey, you want to talk more about the marketplace, because I know that's your bailiwick.
Yeah, I'll round us out here. So, we've got our marketplace listing. It should be up any day now. Be on the lookout for that. We're also getting ready to do a joint webinar with Creatio, and so there'll be some information that will be sent out about that in the next couple of days. So reach out to either Blair or myself if you've got any questions, and hope to talk to you guys
Do ask
soon.
some questions, Kelsey. We are limited with time, but quick question about pricing. I think our sales leaders want to know what's the pricing policy and what factors influence the price? Question from Henry.
Yeah, great question. So we are working on building an out-of-the-box, off-the-shelf pricing option, so that way you guys can be really well-equipped and prepared to take that to market. We will still have the bandwidth to do custom pricing, but be on the lookout for that in the next, probably by the end of the week here. We'll be sharing that over with Kate, and she'll make sure it gets distributed to you guys.
And if we're talking about the most popular integration that customers use in the banking industry, what are they?
Always to the
Well,
banking
obviously-
core.
Yeah,
Always
the,
to the
the,
banking.
the core is the hub of everything. I mean, I'm sure all of the implementation partners know the pain of getting that core integrated that they're wrestling with right now, and that's sort of the special sauce we can bring.
Kelsey, tricky question to you, commercial and partnership one. We have lots of sales people are now on this call. Any special promotions on this meeting if we'll start offering Sandbox banking to our existing or future clients? Any specials from you in terms of pricing or special conditions, anything else?
We don't have anything predefined, but if that's something that the larger Creatio sales organization would be interested in, let's have a discussion about it. And we're very happy to get flexible and do some spiffs or limited time pricing.
Excellent. Kelsey, Blair, thank you very much for coming over today, introducing yourself and your company. All the best with our endeavors. Right now, I would like to pass the floor to Natalie and Wen to introduce themselves. Cooby. Cooby WhatsApp integration. We heard lots of requests from our partner community, from our sales team, that we need to have a flawless integration with WhatsApp. Little thing, but it's very important sometimes for some specific industries, for some specific clients. Natalie, without any further ado, passing you the floor. I know you're gonna have some slides and you'll show us actually how this integration with WhatsApp working with the help of Cooby.
Yes, thank you very much, Alex. I'll start with a quick intro on what is Cooby, what are some of the problems we solve, and then I'll jump into a quick demo to show you, for you to have a better idea of how it works. So what is Cooby? So we empower customer-facing teams with a seamless WhatsApp integration for CRMs. Well, currently, we have integrations such as Salesforce, HubSpot, Zapier, and Webhook. The latter one is actually how we're integrating Creatio with Cooby. Just a bit of a background information on the company. We were founded in San Francisco in 2020 by Wen, who's here in the call. And we're actually based in Taipei, in Taiwan. We have around 20 employees. And we're backed by Pear, Sequoia, Surge, and Hustle Fund. If you can please. So whom is Cooby for? Mostly to sales leads. So we really want to give sales leads more visibility into what their sales reps are, what kind of discussions their sales reps are having with their customers. Currently, this is almost like a blind spot in sales, especially for those companies that are trying to get more customer proximity through messaging. And this is exactly what we do. And we give this opportunity for sales leads to really, sorry, can we please go back for just for a moment? Yes, and to give them this overview. For RevOps, so for example, sometimes you need to do some very thorough tracking of what's going on with your messaging. So for sure, we're also catered to RevOps and sales reps who are looking to have a more organized inbox with that they can give a more personalized attention to their customers. All of this is going to be more clear with the demo as well. So if you can please move on to the next slide. So what are some of the problems we solve? As I previously said, visibility. Very often sales leads are like, I don't have any visibility on what my sales reps are talking with their customers. I need a centralized solution that I can quickly see what's missing, if some customers are not getting a reply, or and so on. So we really cater to that need. Also, it's very important to highlight that this gives an amazing opportunity to for training. So if you can spot some gaps and provide some training for your sales reps. Tracking, sorry, can I please go back? Tracking as well. So for example, we can create some reports, and you can have a very better understanding of what's going on with a very thorough tracking and report creation, and also, of course, report those sort of results for upper management in your business. Okay. Also compliance. So did you know that actually there is almost 1.8 billion in fines that have been issued to banks for not registering chat app messages? So this is a very big issue, and we're there. So, and with this thorough tracking of messages, you can be sure that you have everything registered in Creatio, and thus you won't be running this risk. Data privacy is also very big thing. I think we all know that we share some very sensitive information on WhatsApp, especially between businesses and customers. We need to make sure that all of this is kept safe. And we're SOC 2 Type 2 compliant company, so you can rest assured that any message exchanges through Cooby are going to be kept safe. Last but not least, personalization. We believe that customer relationship management is changing. So if you can please go to the next slide. Yes, so personalization and real human touch are becoming a must for any sort of contact that you have with a customer. I think especially with emerging technologies and so on, we're a bit skeptical nowadays. So creating this customer proximity and getting to where the customers are to maybe convert them faster, reduce the sales cycle, this is something very important. Email open rate is also going down. So did you know that 20% of emails are actually open within 7 days, but 90% of WhatsApp messages are open only within 10 minutes. So this teaches us a lot on how to also get to customers where they feel most comfortable, which is WhatsApp in some countries. In certain regions, speaking of which, in certain regions, business message is the default, for example. It's very big in Latin America and some countries in Europe. So we also want to make sure that we can make the customer feel like we can easily reach them if he's used to using this kind of tool. Okay, so that was the brief introduction about Cooby. I will now share my screen to show the demo. So just a minute, please. Can you all see my screen? It should look like WhatsApp.
Just a second, I think it's still loading. Maybe just only on my side, okay. But it says it started screen sharing. But so far it's starting to share. I just would like to agree with you. Like last quarter, we had a couple of big banks in LATAM region and APAC region, and this integration with WhatsApp was crucial. And I agree with you that some of the banks, like some financial institutions or other enterprise manufacturing companies, they really use WhatsApp as the communication tool with their clients. And I agree, compliance right now take place. I was actually shocked by this fact. Lots of fines coming. Natalie, we still can't see the screen.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think, yes, for some reason it's not working, but I think we can then go back to the slides because I just put the same screenshots in there that I was going to share in the demo. So you're not going to miss out on anything.
It happens, but just let me know right now if you see again back the screen.
Yes, sure. Okay. So this is what I'm going to show first is the Cooby Chrome extension. So literally you go into Cooby, you go into Chrome and you can download the Cooby Chrome extension, and it's going to connect into what look like WhatsApp web with a few different tabs. So here, for example, let's say that I'm a sales rep and I have on the left side all of the different chats that I have with my customers. I have group chats, I have one-on-one chats, and so on. If you can please move to the next slide.
Yep.
Thank you. So here, for example, I have a chat with Crystal, and some of the things that I can do is that I can close the chat if I click on the little check mark. So in that case, that chat is going to be taken to the closed tab. Another thing that I can do, for example, is archive that chat. And let's say that I want to maybe reply to Crystal in 3 hours or tomorrow. So it's going to make sure that I'm going to receive a notification, and I'm going to know that I need to reply to this customer afterwards. If you can please move on to the next slide. Another thing that I can do, for example, is some of the I can organize my tabs. So here we have, for example, inbox, closed, start. So let's say, for example, that I have a very important client. So I want to make sure to start it, and it's going to be taken automatically into that tab. If I have any unread messages, it's going to automatically appear into the unread tab. But for example, if I have a customer that I actually need to reply, the system automatically sees that I didn't reply to that customer, and it's going to appear within this tab. So it's very easy for me to manage who I already replied, who I didn't reply, giving it a very good opportunity for a sales rep to keep everything very organized. I can also create custom tabs. So let's say, for example, I have a VIP, some VIP clients. I can create special tab just for those clients to make sure that I keep track of them. So moving on. So this slide also showcases a very interesting feature called templates. So very often I have to send a follow like this, the same messages. So for example, a follow-up message or a welcome message. So I can save specific templates and then use them with specific contacts directly. I can also create broadcasts from those templates and share them with a group of people directly. So this saves me a lot of time. And at the end of the day, you're giving your sales rep more time to actually manage leads, try to find new contacts and so on.
What's the limit of this broadcast list? What's the number of clients that you can reach out in this broadcast? Is there any limitation, like 100, 200, 1,000, like when you're doing the broadcast?
Broadcast is actually a tricky feature because sometimes we can't, we recommend not sending too many broadcasts because you do have the risk of being blocked by WhatsApp. So we still, on our end, we still, for example, try to give some space in between all the messages that are sent within a broadcast to make sure that you don't get blocked. But even like that, we always recommend sending it from time to time just to ensure that you're not going to get blocked by WhatsApp. But it's an amazing feature that a lot of our customers like it very much.
Natalie, a quick question, and then we'll go to the next slide. Will my sales leader see my other personal messages on the WhatsApp? Because right now it's all mixed up. I'm talking to my clients and I'm talking to my friends.
Yes, so usually we always recommend that you separate your WhatsApp business contacts to your WhatsApp personal. So especially with the Creatio integration that we have currently, it is best to keep it separate. Otherwise, to have maybe a SIM card for your personal numbers and another one for your business numbers.
Got it. All right. Is it the final slide or we have some more?
Yeah, so that was like a quick intro of how it works. We have a few other features within Cooby extension, but we can explain better if any of you are interested.
But obviously everything goes to Creatio, right? So every single history record, every single communication, every single chat is stored in Creatio. We have the separate section, but obviously it's all stored within the contact you're talking to, within the client and contact, account and contact.
Yes. So now these two slides that you just showed, if you can please go back to the previous one. This is where you can see that all the different contacts that you had within your WhatsApp into Creatio now. So now you have this new tab called WhatsApp Chats within Creatio, and if you click on it, you can see all your different contacts. As a sales rep, I'm talking with as a sales lead, I can see all of the sales reps speaking with each of the customers. And if I go to the next slide, I'm going to see an example of, for example, I am Rene, and I'm speaking with my contact Anna. And on the left or the right side, I can see all the different message exchanges that I'm having with Anna, so that as a sales lead or a rev up, I can have a very quick overview of what's going on to keep track of it.
Right. Yes. Quick question. Can you link this communication to a particular object in the system, like, for example, opportunity, service case, whatever?
Currently, no. So we just launched our integration with Creatio in the marketplace, and it's still in the early stages. However, we're also gathering feedback from everyone and seeing how we can eventually prioritize new features.
That will be really cool. So in all departments could be used specifically to some need case, etc. And Natalie, quick question about pricing. We have our sales people on the call, partners on the call. Two questions actually. What's the pricing policy? And secondly, how long is just to connect all these things together? Because as for me, it should be pretty straightforward and easy, but can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so first on the price, we are aiming at bigger teams. So we're starting at a minimum of 13 sales reps. And so that would be, the pricing will start at 5,000 per year for that team. Yes. And in regard
13 employees minimum.
Yes, 13 sales
And
reps.
$5,000.
Yes, exactly, per year.
Right.
We do have also, speaking of price, we do have an offer available. So we're giving 20% discount for the first year of use if you sign up in the next 30 days. So if you're interested, yeah, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to show you around. We can also give you a quick demo or even a free trial for a while.
Right, and the integration part, just briefly.
Yes, so it's very easy. You need to make sure that you have Customer 360 installed, and then you just go to Marketplace, install it. We have a guide also in the Marketplace that you can easily follow with a few screenshots. We made it very visual for you to understand. And yes, if you have any questions, just reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy.
Yeah, quick question about compliance. Since you mentioned about compliance, for let's say assume right now one of the banks in Europe would like to have this connector. Any other type of documents just to measure the compliance of specific maybe country, or how do you work with the new markets, and like where do you have your clients? Because I believe in Latam APAC it's pretty much stable, but like what about European regulations and this message communication? What compliance is usually, what discussions you have about compliance for these clients? Thank you.
Yeah, maybe maybe you want to take this one over.
Yeah, so that's a very country specific topic that it's hard to comment in general for Europe. You know, for example, we know Germany has much stricter compliance policies than other countries. So I think we need to talk about specifics to give like more concrete answers. But in general, the way that we help our customers to stay compliant is we can help them archive all the records of sales communication. And if WhatsApp is one of them, then so we're helping them to achieve that compliance by just archiving all the messages. And we've also worked with customers on maybe moving the data servers to more in the European region and so on and so forth. But it really depends on how customers perceive compliance, and then so yeah.
There is a question here in chat. Can we promote in Asia, specifically in Bangladesh market, from Megans? I think yes. Why not to promote in Asia this solution, right?
Of course. So we have an operation in Taiwan. So we can service the Asian customers in a very similar time zone. We also have customer base in Southeast Asia, India. So definitely, for sure.
Okay. All right. Guys, thank you very much for introduction of your solution. We were missing it on the marketplace. Right now we have a flawless integration with WhatsApp. Natalie, Wen, thank you also for the special promotion. Let's give additional perks to our clients just to get it started. Thank you very much. Right now, without any further ado, we have 19 minutes left. We'd like to pass the floor to Juan and Joshua from Intelligence. Gentlemen, do you take it from here? But from my side, I really was excited to see you in Miami and for your sponsorship. And during our event, it was fantastic to hear your presentations as well, because your tool really empowers literally to take the control of the sale funnel and unlock some growth for our clients. You are revenue intelligence platform, or you call yourself Powerhouse. You analyze all the data in real time that sits on Creatio, and you are actually like offering and the insights to streamline the sales processes to be more effective. This is incredible solution, and I would like to pass the floor to you so you can introduce yourself and show the platform. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex, for that great intro. Good to meet everybody. My name is Josh Adrias. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for Intelligence. And we've got Juan, who's one of the co-founders here at Intelligence as well. Alex, if we can go to the next slide. So really the challenge and the problem that we're addressing today is that too many companies often fall into a high growth mode and don't look at the core competency of their overall sales process. And what we mean by that is too often times we get focused on selling and selling and selling and selling without understanding the challenges that come with growing an actual mature sales organization. And where that really starts to come to show people in their overall CRM usage is that oftentimes they have a sales process that's mapped to the CRM versus CRM being mapped to the actual sales process. And so what we do is we come in and we connect directly into your CRM data within 30 seconds, and we can start to see any types of bottlenecks, any types of inefficiencies that you have through walking from lead generation all the way through closed won. And so what we do is we give you the valuable insights that you need from your CRM data that helps to elaborate and efficiently grow your sales organization. You can go next slide, Alex. Thank you. So why intelligence? Really quickly, there's lots of great AI tools out there in the marketplace today, and those tools are really beneficial for identifying activity-based insights, meaning my rep had a conversation with such and such prospect, or we had a meeting with them. So my efficiency to close this deal has gone up from 30% to 40%. The underlying issue, though, a lot of times is that if your sales process is broken, those activity-based insights aren't going to lead to the efficiencies that you were looking for. And so we use an algorithm-powered tool to basically highlight and elaborate those insights for you more efficiently. We're able to analyze the data going back historically as far as you want to, or if you've had changes in your sales process within the past couple of weeks or months. A lot of people had challenges during COVID where they had to change the way they sold, or their sales cycle changed in duration. We're able to customize what data sets you're looking at to then be able to explore how to scale up your overall sales process. With intelligence, you're going to be able to gain a deeper understanding into your overall CRM data, which is, I think, something every company is looking for as they continue to grow and scale. We're not just another analytics tool. We've got effortless customization. We're going to be able to really dive deep into your underlying sales process and really start to help you guys identify where the gaps are from a sales rep, from a sales manager, and from a high level C-level management standpoint of what types of reporting and analytics are people looking for. How we integrate with Creatio, it's directly in Creatio today. We're able to, like I said, to connect to your data within about 15 seconds. Just by logging in, we're pulling in all of your historical data. The real magic starts to happen during our implementation process. We're able to sit there and configure the tool to match with the data sets that you guys are looking for and what parameters you guys want to look at, whether it's your win rate, your loss rate, your days in step, or looking at your overall process for net new versus cross-sell, upsell. Some of the benefits, obviously, we mentioned, are going to be some streamlined sales operations for the rev ops and sales ops people. I know you guys are constantly looking for new tools to help better understand the data and make guided improvements and insights to your VPs of sales. The byproduct of this also is going to be your enhanced or increased efficiency in forecasting. Forecasting has been a guessing game for the last 30 years, and lots of tools have the ability to give you forecasted based on the weighted efficiencies or weighted kind of numbers on the deals themselves. With our tool, we're actually going to be able to give you exactly your roadmap to get from 50 million to 100 million based on the number of opportunities and all the way out to the number of leads you need and when you need those things to hit your pipeline. And kind of with that, I'm going to kick it over to
Joshua, this sounds like magic. So we're ready to experience this power of your platform. Would you like to share the screen and show it to us?
Yep.
I just want to say at the beginning you said 30 seconds, then you said 15 seconds. Literally, it's like less than a minute to connect the data,
right? Yeah, it depends on the number of data, the number of opportunities are within the pipeline. And I'll kick it over to Juan now from that standpoint.
That's right, Alex, and thank you, Josh. And obviously, we're going to give you a quick overview, but the magic of intelligence happens with the way that the algorithms, which by the way are tried and true and have been utilized in the real world for over a decade, and the way that the algorithms go about the magic is by looking at specific variables that focus on the flow of opportunities through the pipeline, whatever specific pipeline you might have. And so we look at factors like time, conversion rates, size of deals, different stages, and then we bring those together to tell you what your deal flow should look like. So this is what we call the deal engagement screen, where we're consistently real time giving you an updated forecast for the particular pipeline. You can change from a main pipeline to an individual account executive, or maybe to a particular region just with the click of a button. And so it's constantly giving you that projected revenue, how much you've closed to date, and other KPIs like your efficiency, how many deals you should be closing in the period. We monitor the difference between your average deal size and your median deal size. We've had very powerful success with customers that have identified underlying risks in their sales process because of something as simple as the distribution of deal size, and have decided to utilize intelligence to create more detailed views for different subsectors of their pipeline. And on the right, you've got what's coming straight from Creatio. So it's the different stages in the pipeline, and then the KPIs for each stage that we really focused on, like the median deal size in that stage, what the conversion rate has been, how many deals are here. By a simple click, you can see what the deals are. When you click on this button, it automatically takes you to Creatio and shows you that specific deal there so you can update it. So the aim is to really have it in a very integrated way, where you're going to promote the utilization of the CRM and the updating of opportunities, and ultimately leading to a consistent flow of deals that leads to a successful attainment of quota. And the way that intelligence knows to either mark things as red or yellow is because during our implementation phase, which, as Joshua mentioned, it's not so much of a technical implementation because it's plug and play, but it's really engaging with the sales leadership to talk about their operations, what intelligence is saying about their historical data. We're constantly giving you, based on your historical data, what your actual step conversion rates have been, how long deals have sat in particular steps, what your average and median deal size is. And based on all those variables, we give you a target number of deals that you need to have in each step all the time. And where this becomes very powerful is that you cut through a lot of the noise of KPIs and you make it extremely actionable by whether it's an AE, whether it's an SDR, whether it's a VP of sales, whether it's a C-level person, to really understand what the health of the pipeline is. Because once I've set up these target parameters, which obviously I can set up based on who are my best salespeople, what does their healthy pipeline look like, then now I can set up those parameters, and whether it's underperforming reps or whether it's new reps, I can actually help them know what their exact deal flow should look like for them to get to their quota. And so it leads to very good coaching, it leads to very good oversight, and overall it just normalizes the health of the activity of opportunities flowing through the pipeline on a regular basis. And part of what we wanted to show really quickly that's coming is that we've extended this analysis to the marketing side, right? So intelligence might be telling me exactly how many opportunities I need, but how many leads do I need? If I am a company that does inbound and outbound, how many leads do I need to generate to get to the right number of opportunities so that I actually get to the right quota at the end of the period? So I think I'll stop there, Alex. Obviously, we could go a lot deeper, but that's a feel for what intelligence does. It's real time. It puts you into a forward-looking position. No more time, trying to extrapolate reports, getting to KPIs that at the end of the day, you might calculate them, but you don't really know what action should you be taking specifically so that the deals that you're focused on are ultimately leading to a healthier pipeline and a more consistent and confident attainment of revenue goals.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And one simple question: how customizable is your solution? Because, for example, there are different KPIs at the different sales teams. How difficult or how easy it is just to add additional KPIs or additional metric in the solution? Is it like additional complex coding, or like you have some kind of low code magic as well?
Yeah, I mean, so first of all, if you're talking about the KPIs over here,
I'm talking about from the left side.
Monitor,
yes.
yeah. So that's going to happen on the reporting side, Alex, where we have all of the data and we're able to give a lot of flexibility to the user to create different kinds of KPIs that they want to focus on. Obviously, if somebody wants to add another key KPI over here on the left, that's very easy for us to do. It would be a matter of understanding what KPI they want to look at, but you know, that's really just UI, and it's very simple because we're already bringing in all the data through the APIs and the webhooks, and we can update it easily.
Languages. What languages your system speaks right now?
Right now, we've got it in English, Spanish, and Portuguese, but it literally takes us not more than 2 weeks to translate it into any language. It changes with literally a click of a button, and it's a very simple process. So language should not be a barrier.
You were talking about filtering. You were saying by executives, by regions. What other filtering possibilities do you plan in future, or you currently have?
So it's actually completely customizable. To give you an example, we have a customer in the Middle East that from their one pipeline, they're able to parse out the data and look at maybe country pipelines. Some others are by product. As long as the opportunity record has the information in a particular field, during the setup process of different pipelines and intelligence, we can segregate that data with any of those variables that you want to track.
Yeah, got it. Juan, pricing question. Sales team is waiting. How much?
So, Alex, there's a range. Our pricing is based on number of salespeople that are generating opportunities, and it's a monthly charge, and depending on number of pipelines. So, the pricing that we've established with you guys is anywhere from $30 to $125 a month per salesperson. But again, it's something that, especially with your level of customers, we have found that it's customizable, and we work together with your AE or the partner to really customize the right pricing for the customer.
And rough estimate the implementation of the solution, because I understand connection is fast. But then just to go through all this additional peculiar details, it takes time. So on average, how long does it take just to get the client started? For example, your experience with the client in the Middle East, where you took from your system to with Creatio. How long do you take just to get it all started?
So I would tell you, Alex, that it depends on the complexity of the number of pipelines, but in their particular case, in 6 weeks, we had them completely up and running. They're a 2-country focused company with a sales team of about 35 people. To give you a feel, I think with larger customers, the approach that we've taken has been that we can take one particular sales process and deploy it for that process. Maybe they pick a team or they pick a region, and then we can expand from there. But literally in a matter, if we integrate with historical data, we can have a pipeline configured in less than 2 weeks together with the sales ops people. And then it's a matter of training the leadership so they start to utilize it and then rolling it out to the sales force.
Thank you, Juan. Last question. The team is keep texting me. Critical notifications. If I'm lower with the number of leads that I need, do I receive some notifications in Creatio that is coming from the intelligence platform? Is it possible to set up this kind of notification section so a leader could see that some data needs to be explored? And you have it. Okay.
Yeah, we have alerts and notifications, and we're expanding that more over the next couple of months, Alex. So it's even more configurable by either C-level sales leadership or salespeople. We're very cognizant of the fact that there's a lot of notification fatigue out there, but we definitely have the ability of creating notifications for key variables that maybe are being violated by a deal, or special attention needs to be given to a particular deal.
And Juan, the question was about notifications at Creatio. So without coming into intelligence, for example, if I have full access, I don't know, for a couple of people, like, can you just also connect? So in the Creatio, it can call, you press the button and you go to this particular field. Is it possible to create this notification in Creatio as well?
I'm sure it's possible. I just need to get on the phone with Mike Uden and figure out a way to do it.
Mike, you have right now a new task to do.
No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Okay. All right, so I think we are done with your presentation part, right, Juan?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we have a QR code. If you'd like to get more information about Creatio Intelligence Solution, use this QR code. And Juan, Joshua, thank you very much for your presentation today. Not only to you, again, thanks to Sandbox Banking, to Kelsey and Blair. Thanks to Natalie and Wen from Cooby. And again and again, Juan, Joshua from Intelligence. I think it was quite informative today, guys. We look forward to the next session, but as of today, please remember, we have great new marketplace solutions that are keen to talking to you. If you have any opportunity, if you have any lead, please reach out. We are one partner community, we're one partner ecosystem. We will be glad to help you to get more deals closed. Quick notification, 2 notifications. Partner Developer Circle. We're launching it in July. We'll send over more information for you about this event. Please bring a technical team to that. Stay tuned, and we'll be glad to invite you with all the details for the preparation. If you'd like to be the next speaker at the event, please contact Kate Delgado. You know Kate already been with us for many years, so please reach out, Kate Delgado at creatio.com. She'll be glad to assist you on that. And for those partners who are and our account executive who are in Europe, please, let's meet next week on the 13th of June in Warsaw, in Poland. It will be great to have you at our event, and again, to enjoy the power and energy of Creatio ecosystem. As of today, I would like to say thanks to everyone for joining the session. Look forward to our next circles together. And again, thanks to our speakers. Have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, and talk to you soon. Bye.